I wanted to finish reading this to you. It's called the Arrowhead, remember?
There just aren't many places to go anymore. Last place was like the Arrowhead Drive-In. That place, the movies, they only cost $3.50 a car. And that ain't bad. I mean, it seemed like the Arrowhead, it had a big old screen, like a huge Texas sky. It was dotted with 1,000 twinkly stars. And after the double feature, me and Holly used to lay in the back of my father's old pickup, and we'd count how many shooting stars we'd see streak on by. And late at night, when all the drive-in people had gone home and all the lights had been turned off, we'd just lay there and wonder at the stars. All the things that we knew, all the secrets. We'd lay there for hours sometimes, not saying a single word to each other the whole time. Just had this understanding, an unspoken thing that I don't think I ever really. I haven't had that with any other human being. The Arrowhead was the last place I saw Holly. I think they just finished showing The Giant. It was part of a double feature with, I think, the Bonnie and Clyde. And I've been drinking too much cheap beer from some shit Elmo was selling for practically nothing at the gas station. I was feeling good because I finally got to... Well, I finally had the pickup to pass the state inspection, so I bought a case and went cruising to town, and I got to driving around and visiting people, drinking a little of this, a little of that, smoking a little green with some of my older friends, the ones I grew up with. The kind you love, 1 week and then you hate them the next. The true ones, the pure ones, the no bullshit ones. I pulled back into Arrowhead at about 2 in the morning. These pictures are pretty long. Author at the ticket booth waved me in, told me that Holly's been here all night waiting on me. And I asked her if she knew where she was, and she said that she was out by the swing set over near the big screen, drinking some kind of cinnamon liquor with some other girls, and she said she could smell it when she walked past them. There she was, alone in the middle swing. She looked lonely and was singing to herself, one of those Ronnie Spector songs, I think. And I sat next to her, but she wouldn't look at me. She went quiet and wouldn't look at me. We sat there quiet, just like that, till all the cars drove away, and all the drive-in workers left, and all the lights were turned off. Even the stars wouldn't shine for us that night. They seemed dim and uninterested. Like they wanted nothing to do with us anymore. Like they were scolding us. Like they knew something and I did not. I asked Holly if she was mad at me. She said nothing. I asked her if I did something wrong. She just sat there, slowly swinging, just gently, with a breeze, humming Ronnie Spector to herself. And I told her I didn't mean to make her wait. That I messed up. And I got a little drunk and I lost track of time. And I asked her if she'd forgive me. And she said nothing. 5 minutes went by and I asked her again. Finally she turned and looked at me with those eyes, those eyes that have always reminded me of a doe, those dark eyes that go on forever and ever, dark wonders and mysterious eyes. And I started to ask her to forgive me one more time. Just in this case, just this one time. Just in this so that she was too out of it, I've never tried to talk with her these past 40 minutes, but she whispered, shh. And I said nothing. I just sat there. And I guess I was a little afraid to move. And this moment seemed like a moment out of time. And I carefully chose this moment by the universe. Like this was chosen by the universe that would dictate a certain path my life would take. Holly just left the swing set and started to walk into the woods, and I got up to follow her. She came to me, and she said that that she was going to walk into the woods and disappear, that she'd come out someday wherever the woods led out, and she'd be a different person with a different face and name. And she'd start again. And that right there, was nothing wrong. There was really nothing wrong with this life. But she wanted to start again. What about me? I asked, shaking just a little bit. Oh, you'll be there too, she said as she moved closer to the woods. Right there with me, just like always? I didn't understand. Wait a second, I said. Hey, she said, and she suddenly grabbed my face. You've got to let me go. You've got to let me go. I did. I watched her walk into the darkness of the woods that night. And I sat there all night, wanting to go in there to find her. Maybe she was drunk, or she didn't seem drunk, but I mean, she just seemed like she was doing something she was very sure of. And I sat there on the swings and waited for the sun to come up, and I thought, it might make me disappear. You've got to let me go. You've got to let me go. You've got to let me go. You've got to let